Hello everyone, welcome to the virtual drive. Today I'll be doing a review about the Tokina 11 to 16, the latest in this CF version. So that is what I'm going to be talking to you guys about. And after buying this product, I think I seriously regret for one particular reason with the lens. I don't know if it's going to be a big deal for you guys, but I just thought I'd let you guys know about what the problem is. But before that, I'll give you a run through about the quick specs of the lens, and then let's find out. So before I start, I would like to tell you the real reason why I bought this lens, because there is this competition of Canon which does the 10 to 18 millimeter. But why would I purchase the Tokina? It's way less cheaper, the Canon. But why? Because I purchased this because this has the f2.8 throughout the zoom, which means a constant aperture. I thought this would be very helpful in case of low light photography, especially if you're trying to do the astrophotography. And this is also a crop factor lens, which means you can use it only on your APS-C cameras. But if you're someone who's planning to buy this for your full frame cameras, then I'm going to tell you that there's going to be a serious dark vignetting. It's going to happen till a particular zoom range. Maybe after 16 millimeter, I think the vignetting is going to reduce, or otherwise you're going to have an image just like you looking inside a pinhole. So that's how it's going to look. So the main reason I bought this is because of the f2.8 aperture. The Canon is way better than this Tokina. If you're someone who doesn't have the luxury of having a lot of studio lights, or if you're someone who always shoots at the dark, then I think this would be a greater choice. So the specs of this are simple. This is atx 11 to 16 f2.8 CF lens. CF is the latest. It was just released in the market, and I really couldn't find any difference between its older model. The older model. This is just the latest, and they call this I, which is an interactive lens. I don't know how it interacts. So what does come out of the box is the lens itself, and then you also have the lens cap along with it. So it comes with a lens cap as well. And I'm going to tell you the weight. It weighs in at about 555 grams. So 555 grams. So to give you a perspective, it is the same weight as your camera, Canon 200D. I'm going to show you some samples of photos that I took with this in low light as well as during the daytime. And the serious problem you'll see in all these photos is that there is serious chromatic aberration with this lens. You can see it in any photos that is taken with this. There is serious chromatic aberration. Look at these photos now look at the photo here on the left corner as the arrow. You can see that there is various colors on the border. This is exactly what I call chromatic aberration, because various lights falling at different focal points. This happens even in videos, but luckily if you're zoomed in above 15 millimeter, I think it's going to be very less. So this is a problem even with photos. Now let me show you some more samples I have put up. So the problem is that every border of this photo, you can see the red, yellow and blue split up, red green split up, which means that the different wavelengths of lights do not focus at the same point. Cheaper lenses always have these problems. But if you look at videos, of course I'm shooting one at with a Tokina lens, and I think videos are I think the videos don't have this problem. But so this one was shot at night with a tripod. My settings may have been messed up because the ISO is too high, so you don't get a clear picture. But even with night light, you can see that the chromatic aberration is ruining all my pictures. So this is a serious problem with this lens. Apart from that, I think it's okay. It's a budget lens for an APS C camera. Now look, every one of you, if you're seriously considering this for photography, then it's a no. And about the focusing is really good. I mean, but there is a little bit of sound. I hope the microphone doesn't catch it. I'm going to show you a demo of about how the focusing ring is. Let me show it to you. So this is how the focusing is. Of course, if you are looking at me in live view, I don't think there's going to be any much difference that you can find out, but I hope you guys didn't hear the focusing sound, but it just is quite noisy. I mean, it's really noisy, but I don't know if it would be picking, but I don't know if the microphone is going to pick it up. Only during editing will I know that, and I'll let you know about that. Sure. This is a serious problem with the Tokina lens. I mean, if you're someone who's looking into doing a lot of wide angle photography, I really would not recommend this lens for you. But if you're a vlogger and if you want some close-up videos, wide angle shots, and then definitely this is a good lens for a cheaper version. It also gives you that really good depth of field because of the f2.8. So this would be a really good option if you're looking for a cheaper wide angle lens with a good aperture for the depth of field. Then you could go for Tokina. Or else if you're someone who's looking for photography on an APS C wide angle, then I would definitely recommend you to go with a Canon, or because the chromatic aberration is really going to spoil all your photos. Of course, you can correct them with softwares, but I think it's a tedious and complicated process which you do not want to put your effort on. Obviously, you're paying a lot for the lens, and why would you again be putting effort to correct the chromatic aberration? So, thank you guys. I hope I provided a good insight about the Tokina 11 to 16 mm. If you guys have any other doubts, you can very well leave them in the comments below, and I'll make sure I reply you on time. So subscribe to the channel if you found it useful. Thank you.